Can't believe it's already time to start mowing the banks. Preparing for the kids to come out and swim in the water. But if you've ever wanted to just pop a chair and relax, hey everyone, we're still here. We've had some family drama, some people have passed, and vacations and all sorts of things going on. So we haven't had as much time to work on the property, so not a lot to talk about. We're pulling in north of 4,000 watts right now, so it's doing pretty good. The batteries were already at like 3/4, almost full, so it's just topping off now. It was really humming when we first turned it on. Outside, it's much of the same. Just cleaning up some garbage. That's not really the best way to do it, but right now, I guess that's the way we're doing it. I tried this last time without the attachment on it. I was trying to hold on to that blue hose by itself. It didn't turn out very well. Our other project for the day is replacing the toilet. During our absence, extended absence that is, we forgot to put the antifreeze chemicals and whatnot in the toilet, and there was a little bit of a blowout, a different kind of blowout, inside the toilet, making the water dump all out on the floor, which was pleasant, to say the least. So today, just got done pulling up the old wax ring. Figured I'd spare you that in case you're eating dinner. But now, got a brand new toilet. It's a one piece, hopefully it'll be a little easier to clean. It's some fancy, special, highfalutin power flush thing. Something to do with vacuums and, well, let's just say it's supposed to work better. We'll see. You know, maybe this is a better spot for the toilet. I mean, imagine, first thing in the morning, you just come out, cup of coffee in one hand, toilet paper roll in the other. Okay, maybe that's not a good start to the morning. But just look at the view. Just take it in. So with our highfalutin toilet, we're going to opt to go with no wax ring. Because anyone who's changed a toilet and pulled off a wax ring knows they're nasty, they're horrible, it gets everywhere, and it's just all around unpleasant. So we're going to give this one a shot. There's videos on how to use it, but basically, since our flange sticks up above, we don't need this. This is only if it's like 1/4 inch to 3/4 inches below, and we'll just be putting this straight on. So without getting my hands dirty, like that's ever going to happen, going to put the new bolts in. There we go. Goodness gracious. So those in. And it really is just as simple as just like so. The little flange goes down inside the hole. The little wing nut, or the little wings, the wing holes, go over your bolts. Now it's just a matter of putting the toilet on. It is kind of nice, I'm not going to lie. I'm not sure what's coming in the normal kits right now, but the Fluid Master kit comes with stainless steel. So that's kind of nice. I've changed a few toilets out that had the nasty rusted bolts. Not pleasant. It's got to be my least favorite part of the job. So next time you call a plumber and he gives you some astronomical unreasonable price, it's not really that unreasonable unless you really enjoy doing this stuff, which I'm convinced that plumbers don't enjoy it either. I mean, I suppose they could. More power to them. I guess the moral of that story is know your worth, know their worth. I got something for this. Well, at least this side of the tractor's clean. And this is how we get water to the cabin. Very, very slow. That's where it's going. I was concentrating while driving the tractor over here, so I didn't film actually setting it down. Yes, it's not black yet. We need to tint it dark so that it will work and not grow nasties. Basically just a hose adapter, and then it's a little one-way valve. It doesn't lose its prime every time, and it's just a regular hose that goes up through the floor and over to the RV pump. Got a lot in there, like 200 gallons. We would have put more in, but the forks on the tractor aren't really rated for a full load, so we'll fill this up later from another tank. So anyone who knows me knows that I like to come up with ideas. It's probably why I turned out to be an engineer. The toilet, though it's sitting level, if you will, the boards it's sitting on are not all perfect. So I needed something that was impervious to water and could act as a shim. We have this old battery cover that I found. I snipped some pieces off. And now I have shims. So let's see if I can make them fit along this side so that we stay level. Well, if any of you are still awake and haven't passed out from boredom, I was able to put a bunch of those little pieces around this side and then tighten this side down. I actually sat on it. No, I didn't use it. But I sat on it very gently. Nothing moved. I gave it a little light wiggle just to see if it would move, and it did not. So the final step, we don't have it here today, but we're not going to be using the toilet today either. So we're going to run a bead of caulk all the way around. It'll act as both an adhesive to keep it from twisting, because this ceramic on the hardwood floor, right now if I grabbed it, I could rotate it. So it'll make a really good adhesion to the floor, if you will. A nice gasket, that's a better word. A nice gasket of caulking so that it sits better. So anyway, I'm done here. I'm just going to put the caps on there, put the seat on. And in case you were curious, this crazy contraption in here, it's got a standard fill, plunger, dropper, flapper thing. But that thing right there is supposed to create a vacuum, this, that, and the other. So in case you had a whole bunch of billiard balls, apparently you can flush like 10 of them. I don't know who would be flushing billiard balls, but apparently you can do it. Okay, I know it's something simple, but sometimes the simple things just are amazing. So I was getting ready to put the seat on this toilet, and what's pretty cool is the first bolt comes on and you tighten it down, this bolt here, but then it has teeth that line up with that bolt. Then there is an outer bolt, and its whole job is just to smush these teeth into the bolt. so it will not come loose. I know, again, like I said, simple, but really smart. Well, if I'm being honest, when I woke up this morning and thought, hey, we need to go make a property video, I was not thinking it would be all toilets all day long. So I guess it wasn't. We did manage to get the water holding tank filled up. Something else we were going to try and do today, but just ran out of time. We were going to pull this solar panel down. This isn't part of the main grid. That's big solar out in the solar field. This is just a single little panel. I know it was outputting 37 volts one time when we tested it. It was a lot cleaner then and in direct sunlight, which only happens like an hour or two of the day. I don't know why anyone would have put it here originally, but they did. But we're going to pull this down. I don't know if we'll take the whole pole, but this is going to go over to the shipping containers. That way we can have like a 12 volt small lighting and power system running off of a regular lead acid battery. Nothing near as complicated as what we got here. That'll also allow us to trickle charge the side-by-sides or anything like that. There's a lot of projects, which I guess anyone who's owned land is going, ha, yeah, of course, everybody knows but you. Out that way is the solar field. This cabin, other than not being insulated, is pretty much done. We could probably call that cabin Bruno, because we're not going to talk about it. And we've got a lot of fire pit wood laying around. A lot of construction materials. Got to get that cleared up before the 4th of July. So this over here, we tested it out today. We basically strapped it to the forks so it couldn't slide off or move side to side. Works great as a man lift. But this right here is what sells the property. There's actually many of these ponds. This one obviously being the best because it's right here next to the cabin. You can just sit on the dock,